Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. Today, let's see what's on the hook and what our Happy Monday giveaway is going to be. So first of all, I want to tell you what's been going on this weekend. First of all, I went to my post box, which I never do, and I had a really nice thank you card, or actually just a pretty card from Nancy at Nan's Next Knots. And I will put a link to her channel down below. I've been watching her since she started, and she is a wonderful crocheter. And I also found out that she makes beautiful stitch markers, and I am totally out of stitch markers. The last two I have are right here, and I have used up all my stitch markers on my different projects that I'm working on. When I decrease, I always put a stitch marker. When I increase, I always put a stitch marker at the end of that row. When I'm making 3 or 4 projects, then I run out of stitch markers, and so I'm using everything I can find, including paper clips, and I don't really like to do that. I like to use regular stitch markers. So Nancy must have read my mind, and she sent me 3 beautiful stitch markers, and I put these all together so you could see them. There's one with purple beads and a butterfly at the bottom, one with an owl on it, and one with a butterfly, another butterfly with blue beads, and the owl is purple beads, kind of a dark purple. And I actually watched her video when she bought the beads to make stitch markers, and I thought, oh, those are gorgeous. And I never expected her to send me any. She certainly didn't have to, but Nancy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. She's got about 500 subscribers now, or close to it, and she's actually very, very good at lots of things. But crochet, I noticed that she made some things from a channel, and I can't think of her name right now. She makes beautiful crocheted items, and that really got my attention when I first started watching her. Some very intricate crocheted shawls that she was making, and I wish she would show them again on her channel. They are just so gorgeous, and I continue to watch her, and now she's showing stitch markers, and she's doing lots of other things too. So go down and give her some love. On the hook. What's on the hook today? Well, what I'm wearing. Okay, so I'm wearing my cardigan sweater. I released the pattern on Saturday, and you can see that in my Etsy shop. I had a lot of people say they liked it. I had a couple of people say they didn't like the way this looked. And honestly, it's just a matter of taste. You can, and I appreciate your comments. I do. I love your comments, because the next time I make it, I might do what you said and do a row of, I guess, chartreuse along here, and then start the trim. And that way you won't see the connection there. It didn't really bother me when I made it. It didn't even occur to me really that it was going to be a problem. But I totally get it. When you have a pattern, and this is I'm taking my own advice. When you buy a pattern, make it your own. I mean, do the extra row if you want to. Put a button on it if you want to. I put some optional instructions for a button, but you can do it any way you want to. You can make the cardigan as long as you want to. Some people were asking me that. Of course you can. You make it as long as you want to. I mean, everything is to your specifications and your measurements. So if you have something you want to do to the design, go right ahead. It doesn't bother me a bit, because my patterns are what someone called a recipe, and the recipe is how to make it, what steps to do first and second and third and on, and how to count your stitches in rows, how to take your measurements, how to make it fit you. That's important to me. That's what I'm trying to do here. So if you have something that you want to change about the pattern, I am totally fine with that. Totally fine. So thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes and your dislikes. I appreciate everybody telling me what they think about it. So thank you for commenting on this pattern. And it's out in my Etsy shop if you want it. There's a discount, a special discount actually, for members of the community, that I sent an email out on Friday, and I will send another email out either late today or tomorrow if you didn't get that one. But I think most people got it, but not everybody opened it. So I'll probably resend it, and that way everybody will be sure to have it if they want to go out and take a look at the pattern. Now, on the hook, I am working on several projects, and I want to show you the progress I've made on the projects. And I may have shown you this already, I think I did, but this is a side to side that I'm making from my pattern, my side to side pattern, but I'm going to put long sleeves in it. And this is done with a comfy cotton yarn in driftwood. Beautiful, beautiful colors, blues and browns. I really like it. I have 2 or 3 cakes of it, and so I'll let you know how many it takes to make this particular sweater. But I'm almost through with the back. I've got a few more rows that I'm going to put along here to make it plenty big. I don't want it to be tight. So I am working on that, and that's what it looks like. It's really pretty. I'm doing back loop only on this to give it a little bit of a ridge going through there, and I've used this much for almost the whole back. So I still have quite a bit left of the comfy cotton cake. So I'm making that with the J hook. You're welcome to crochet along with me if you have some comfy cotton. Just use the back loop only style. You can go on Google and there are thousands of videos that show you how to do that. It's very, very simple. And I think it's a half double crochet. No, it's a double crochet back loop only. Double crochet back loop only. So just if you wanted to see that progress, that's that, and I'll be working on that some more. I've started several projects, as you know, and I'm having trouble finishing them. I did finish my cardigan, and I have some other things that I'm finishing too. So next on my to-do list and my whip list, it's like this. It's mohair, copper color. It's really pretty. I showed this to you last week, I believe. And I'm making a curly cowl out of it, and this is what it looks like so far. It's really turning out nice. I wasn't too sure about it when I was doing the actual scarf because it's not terribly interesting there, but this is very interesting. I love the edging on that. It is so cute, and honestly it makes it different from a lot of other scarves that you might make, so that's why I like it. But I'm going to make it again in the ice mohair copper color yarn, and I'm almost done with it. I have one more edge to do, about an edge and a half, I guess, in the edging, and honestly that takes as long as the scarf. So but it does make it kind of special. I do like that. It's very, very soft. It's very mohair though. It's got a halo. Look at that. It's got a huge halo on it. 8 balls of it, and I've used 2, and I'm on my second set of 2. I'm putting 2 strands together, so it will take me 4 balls to make this. I'm predicting 4 balls. I don't think I'm going to have to get into the next 2 balls, so I might have 4 balls left over, which would be enough to make another scarf. So that's awesome. That's another project that I'm working on. I'm also finishing up, oh wait a minute, let me tell you, for that scarf I am using an NP hook for the base of the scarf, and then for the edging I'm using an L hook. The L is an 8.0, the NP is a 10.0 millimeter hook, and I've got those right in my bag so I don't lose those. Now I have lost a couple of hooks. I've lost 2 K hooks. I don't know where they are. They're in a project somewhere in my office and I'll have to dig them out, but I don't need them right now, but I will before too long. Now this is a sweater that I'm making out of the silver colored Velux by Lion Brand. I really like it. It's coming together and I've got it all made. I haven't sewn it up yet, and I've got a couple of design elements on there that I want to show you. They're very beautiful, and this is the softest yarn. I mean, I know I say that about a lot of the yarns that I use, but I try to make sweaters out of soft yarn because it's not any fun to wear a sweater that's scratchy, and y'all know that. So that is what I'm making there. I'm also starting another project, and this will be a new pattern. I haven't written the pattern, but I'm going to start this afternoon. But this is a sweater. I don't have any stitch markers to stick in there. I'll have to put a paper clip on there. This is the Eggplant in the Velux by Lion Brand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just love it. Oh, it's so soft. And this is a very rich color, very deep color. If you're looking for a deep color to make a Velux sweater from, this is the one. They have some other colors, but none of them appeal to me like this one. So I really, really like this. And actually, believe it or not, I found a cake of this that I had bought a long time ago, and just bought one cake, and then I saw it again and I thought, I got to make a sweater out of that. So I bought 4 or 5 cakes of it, and I had one in my stash. So it's good to keep up with your stash. That way you know what you have, but I didn't do that. I'm not organized enough for that. So I'm making a sweater out of this, and I've used, I don't know, about a half of a cake, and I'm about this far on it. So, you know, maybe 12 inches. It has quite a nap on it, so I don't have to be too careful about how close together the stitches are. So that's a nice thing. I like the Velux. I like the Velux yarn. It's quite lovely. So that's what's on the hook this week. And what I'm wearing is the cardigan, and I've already talked about that. But today I'm wearing it a little bit more casual. I'm wearing it with a black tank top. And honestly, I know this is Vanna's choice, and it's not the softest yarn in the entire universe. It's not as soft as the Velux. But I'm not uncomfortable in this. I've been wearing it around all morning, and it's actually not bad. It's very, very soft. And it's a little tiny bit scratchy, but it's soft. So it's not a problem. And I'm wearing it over bare skin. It's really not bad. I never thought I could get away with this. But I had it on with a turtleneck last week, and it's warmed up a tiny bit here in Tennessee. So I thought, well, I'll just wear it with a tank top today and see how it does. And up here, this is also Vanna's choice in black, size 4 weight, acrylic yarn, and it's very comfortable. I am not uncomfortable in this sweater at all. And it is cool in here, so that may have something to do with it. If it was hot, I probably wouldn't be very comfortable in it. So now let's get to the giveaway. I know y'all love these Monday giveaways, and I will continue doing them as long as my office is crowded with things I don't need anymore or don't have time for. Last week on Wednesday, I think I talked about Crochet Surprise and how I have worked out kind of a deal with them for y'all to receive a 10% discount on your first box if you sign up for a subscription. And so they have sent me the October Crochet Surprise. However, it's not the 5th yet. And after everybody gets their box on the 5th, then I can show you what's in it. So what my plan is to show you what's in the Crochet Surprise Box on Friday when we do our video and our giveaway. But it's something that y'all can actually crochet. It's not very difficult. I've looked inside and I have it right here. So I'm going to be giving this away to someone on Friday as part of our Monday giveaway. And on Friday, I will open it and I will show you what's in it. So it's kind of fun. And if you get it and you don't like it, you can always give it to somebody or make it for a gift. So I will be giving away the Crochet Surprise Box on Friday. And I know y'all are excited about that. What a nice gift. It's really nice, a very nice gift. And it has yarn and tea and instructions for what they have asked you to make. And you can always use the yarn for something else. But I think if you did what they said and made it every single month, you'd have quite a variety of crocheted items that you could choose from. And you still have the pattern and you can make it again, which is always my suggestion, to make a pattern more than once, because the second or third time it's always a breeze and you can make changes to whatever pattern you're using, and that always makes it better. And you get your money's worth out of a pattern. Okay, so gift recipient number 1 will receive the Crochet Surprise Box. Gift recipient number 2 will receive 3 skeins of homespun yarn in the Barks color, and this is a bulky 5 and 185 yards on the skein. So you will have three skeins of Barks homespun yarn to play with and do something with. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So gift recipient number 2 will receive that. Let me get it up here where you can see it. It's really pretty. I mean, I'm looking at it, I think I should make something out of it, and then I think, no, I probably won't have time. I've got too many other plans for the winter time. So I'm going to give this to someone who might be able to use it. And it's got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown, different colored browns in it. It's the color of a bark of a tree. I'm sure that's where it came from. But you will receive 3 skeins of that. That's plenty to make a little short jacket with, or hats and scarves for Christmas or whatever. Gift recipient number 3 will receive 3 skeins of Touch of Alpaca. And this is from Lion Brand. It's called Purple Aster, A-S-T-E-R, Purple Aster. A very beautiful purple color. And this yarn is 207 yards on the ball. So there are 3 of those balls. Those are full balls. And I have about 2/3 of one. I started a project and I decided not to make it. So I have about 2/3 of a ball in addition to the 3 full balls. There are 207 yards on the skein. And this is a number 4 weight yarn made with 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. Not a huge amount of alpaca, but enough to make it a touch of alpaca. That means 10%. So the gift recipient number 3 will receive 3 full skeins of that plus 2/3 of another, and that will be plenty to make something. 2, 4, 6, maybe 700 yards. And it's really very soft. It's really very soft. I don't know why I didn't continue making this. I think the item that I was making, and this is before I realized, the item I was making was too dense, and it didn't have any drape, and it was not very comfortable. You would have to make this with either a larger hook than it calls for, and I'd have to look on here to see which one it calls for. It calls for an I hook. I would make it out of a J or a K hook, and maybe even an open stitch, like a double crochet, skip a stitch, chain 1, double crochet, skip a stitch, chain 1. That would be a good stitch for this. Maybe a scarf done in this, a curly cowl would be fine with this. I just was making a sweater, and the sweater was too dense and very scratchy. But it's actually very, very soft. I like it. So that will go to gift recipient number 3. I also, about 2 minutes ago, had to change my microphone because I ran out of power on my phone. There's something to do with these older phones. I don't have a brand new phone. I wanted the headphones that plugged in that I could use in my ears. I want to have something with a wire on it. I didn't really want those in the ear little headphone things. The next generation of phone, I would have to accept that, and I really don't want to do that. I know there's a little device you can buy that you can plug into your phone, and then you've got all this other stuff going on. I really love my old 6S Plus. That's what I use for all my videos. Nobody's ever complained about the clarity of the video. I like it. And actually the sound is not that bad. I'm using the sound right from the phone right now. So I had to take my microphone out in order to charge the phone while I was actually filming. So all that said, I probably have to upgrade eventually, but I really don't want to. I like things the way they are. I don't want to have to change everything, but I probably will before too long. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you back here on Friday. I don't think I'll have a video on Wednesday. I think I'll probably just be crocheting this week and running some errands, doing some things. I have not heard from 2 of the people from last week who won gifts. And I wonder if I'm giving away too many things or if people just quit watching. But if you watch on Monday and you put a comment down in the comment section and never check to see if you won, that seems counterproductive to me. I don't know. I want you to sign up for the gifts if it's something that you might like to have. Not just keep signing up for gifts and not even knowing if you win anything. I think I've sent comments back to these girls in the comment section. I think I've sent comments back in the comment section, but if I haven't, I'll do that this morning and see if I can get a hold of the 2 people who have not responded to me yet. So I have to check my email this morning, and they may be there. I don't know. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you back here on Friday when we select the gift recipients for these 3 items that I've talked about today. I'll continue working on my sweaters, and hopefully I can make some progress on them this week. So have a wonderful week, and join me next time to find out what's on the hook.